Willkommen bei Wildnispark Zürich Langenberg.
Ja.
Hier ist das Müsli-Hüsli, wo wir das Leben der Mäuse erkunden. Treten Sie ein in die Welt der Mäuse.
When you look at an old wooden barn or a farmhouse, it's easy to see it as a static object, a shelter built by humans for humans. Step inside the Müsli-Hüsli exhibit at Wildnispark Zürich and enter a simulation of parallel survival. This space is a meticulously designed replica of the hidden habitats that exist right alongside our own. To us, a wall is a boundary, and a floor is a surface to walk on. But to the rodent species living in our shadows, human architecture is an extreme, multi-dimensional topography. Navigating these spaces, from the deep cellar to the high rafters, requires a diverse set of physical strategies, each specialized to exploit a different architectural layer. Looking straight up into the highest vertical zone of the structure, the barn rafters, we find the primary domain of the edible dormouse. In this zone, the environment is defined by exposed beams and narrow, suspended pathways. This long pipe, wrapped tightly in coarse burlap, is placed specifically to highlight the dormouse's gripping mechanics. Using sharp claws and an innate sense of balance, the dormouse treats these cylindrical highways as open roads. They lock onto the rough fibers and traverse the underside of a pipe just as easily as the top, moving at surprisingly high speeds. This high wire routing allows them to bypass ground-level threats and competition entirely by maintaining a transit network that never touches the floor. By monopolizing the most physically demanding layer of human architecture, the dormouse secures a habitat that is safe, isolated, and highly defensible. Dropping down from the rafters into the human living quarters, the spatial logic shifts. In a kitchen, the environment is a series of disconnected horizontal planes separated by vertical drops. This is the domain of the house mouse. To move between surfaces built for beings 50 times their size, they rely on a specific physical tool, explosive jumping power. This chart maps that mobility. Launching from the floor to the stove, a mouse clears several times its body length. Their hind legs act like coiled springs, compressing and instantly releasing energy to achieve an incredibly steep trajectory. The house mouse navigates our domestic design not by continuous climbing, but by weaponizing these bursts of vertical mobility to bridge the gaps between surfaces. In a storage garage or utility room, horizontal space disappears, replaced by a dense microenvironment of human objects. Here, discarded tools and household items like this vintage jumbo scale are repurposed into a three-dimensional spatial puzzle. As rodents navigate this maze, their physical weight interacts with the objects around them. A dash across a metal tray causes a needle to jump, turning a static room into a dynamic mechanism. The momentum of this habitat flows downward, funneling through cracks in the foundation and specifically marked wall passages that lead toward the subterranean exits. For these animals, human clutter provides the physical infrastructure for a complex, protective transit grid. Moving through the wall into the outdoor Arden reveals the most physically punishing environment in the network. This is the domain of the brown rat. To navigate shifting terrain like this, layered stack of loose roof tiles, the rat must manage significant mass and momentum. Despite their size, brown rats maintain a precise center of gravity. Using tails for balance, they parkour down uneven, collapsing debris without losing footing. The final feature of this environment is a fully integrated pond at the base of the structure. Brown rats are capable swimmers. Their physiology allows them to hold their breath for several minutes, using submerged propulsion to navigate through deep water. This diorama mirrors behaviors seen in the wild. In our cities and along our riverbanks, wild rats utilize these exact amphibious maneuvers every day. The architecture of the exhibit points to a specific reality. The silent neighbors living beneath our floors are the ultimate extreme survival athletes.